Please remember that this matter should be viewed as a solicitation to trade. Trading futures and options involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. You should therefore carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your financial condition. Optimus Futures LLC is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, methodologies, newsletter, or similar service. We urge you to conduct your own due diligence.
Now, here's your host, founder and CEO of Optimus Futures, Matt Zimberg.
Hey guys, it's Matt from Optimus Futures. Welcome to another episode. And what I'm going to talk today is about the differences between FCMs and introducing brokers, what we do together. And I'm going to basically go into the small details that everybody asks about. Why an FCM, why an introducing broker, advantages, disadvantages, and I'm going to have a full and honest discussion about it. Because as we go forward, I know there's a new generation of traders, and even the old generation of traders that are not used to intermediaries. So you always deal directly with the source. So there's a clearing firm, right? This is where your funds are being held, and I'm going to talk about it in a second. And then there's the introducing broker, and sometimes people say, well, what is this combination? So let me take you back a little bit in history. So when I started in the industry, most of the FCMs, and when I say most, again, this is just my opinion, because this is from what I saw, but most FCMs did not take customers directly, or very, very few. The business mostly relied on introducing brokers bringing business. So introducing brokers varied across the board. There were just a lot of them. There's a lot less now. But basically they brought all the business to the FCMs. The FCMs charge them clearing rates just like they do today, much higher than what they charge today clearly, because fees have gone down. But basically there was a lot of, as they say, meat on the bones, because people would charge much higher commissions, clearing costs were higher. Also, the FCMs themselves, back in the day when I started, the majority of money that they've made was from interest. So they received a lot of money on the interest on customer segregated funds. Today, obviously, this interest is very, very low, which led to a different dynamic. So what really happened over time? Over time, interest rates have gone substantially down. The commissions have gone also down, or they've been reduced. And again, some people still charge full service commissions because of the service that they provide, the expertise they have. But I'm talking about mostly for the self-directed customers. Everything is done electronically, so obviously the fees have gone down. So what happened over time, the FCMs could not rely just on IBs to bring the business on board. So what happened was a lot of IBs also went out of business because the fees have gone down substantially. They weren't able to adopt, many of them were not able to adopt to the increasing demand in technology and becoming all of a sudden a support for all those guys who are trading online, because the people who trade online, they need technical support and understanding of platforms. They're not looking for advice anymore of where the court is going. They're not looking to chit chat on the phone. They just want very fast execution. So a lot of people couldn't provide it technically. So they went, some people were able to adopt, but obviously the number of introducing brokers have substantially gone down. The FCMs, on the other hand, stayed in business, so customers started going more and more and more towards the FCM. So now there are customers who are directly with the FCMs. Now there are customers who are directly with introducing brokers and so forth. So the people who stayed in the introducing brokers arena, such as Optimus Futures, here's how we transitioned. So for many years, the first years of Optimus Futures, this is where the Globex started. It was just the early years of online execution. So we still had at the time a combination of people who called in and some people who traded online, And there was also a combination of people back in the day we ran codes for many people in the automation arena. So a lot of people who had codes, for example, were written on TradeStation or multi-charts or any other trading program. They used to send us the code. We used to send an NDA, and basically, we ran it for them. So it was just a kind of a combination of all things. I would say probably from 2010, Optimus Futures transitioned to fully automated, self-direct, I shouldn't say automated, but to a full service for self-directed traders. So what we do, we basically match people with platforms, technology. So let's get back to the real question of why an introducing broker over an FCM, why not go directly to an FCM? So first of all, you can, but where we carved the niche for ourselves for Optimus Futures is really, first of all, understanding platforms. So when I got into the business of online trading, I went through thousands of hours, literally thousands of hours of reading people's comments on different boards, support boards, forums, and every avenue that I could to read about the needs of a trader. And there's one thing that always confused traders is all the different components and putting them together. So I said, okay, let me learn what is the missing element here of the missing element, what's the word I'm looking for? The missing element of what people are looking for and how to put it together for them. So we started learning about Rhythmic, we started learning about CQG, we started learning about CTST4, TT. Then we took all the single platforms out there and we said, okay, this is the functionalities of this platform, that platform. And this is the value that we bring to our customers, having expertise in technology. You cannot exist today in this business unless you bring certain level of expertise to your customers. And this is what we provide. The one question that many traders ask is this: is going to an FCM cheaper than dealing with an introducing broker? And the answer is categorically no, not always. Because when the FCMs know our end users and they know what we need to accommodate them, they basically give us pricing to accommodate those traders. So going to FCM at times, because they deal with very large customers, not all FCMs, but many FCMs, they end up charging customers a lot more, and the bigger customers don't mind paying it if it's corporate customers or if it's institutional customers, hedge funds, because they need a lot more than just getting hooked up to a platform. So basically, those guys pay higher prices, but even in those cases, we service them as well because they like our expertise. The other thing that we do well is basically having a really good back office. So we're organized. I don't run, I can't call Optimus Futures a regular brokerage firm, because what I did when we got into the business of online trading, we made sure that everybody has their expertise. So there's an account opening department, then there's the risk department that sets the margins and commissions, and then there's obviously communication to the FCM. We have technical support desk that Jake runs, and so everything is basically taken care of on that level. And people who come to us, again, you cannot be in business unless you provide a certain value to people. And what we provide is the expertise in all the trading different platforms and hooking them up. Now, the FCMs themselves, I don't want to speak of all, right? There's different levels, but for the most part, they're very, very busy. They don't have the time to sit there with you on the phone and explaining what each functionality on every single platform does. What they do is they mostly connect. So let's say you use the data feed of CQG, okay? If you use CQG, you just tell the FCM, listen, the customer wants to use CQG with Motive Wave, CQG with Sierra charts, CQG with Malta charts. That's what they set up, and they set up the risk. From there, they're not going to walk with you through every single platform. So what we've done, this is where we came in and we said, okay, so now the customer is with us. What value do we provide? we did all the videos, we did all the guides and everything else. So when a person starts with us, if necessary, he can receive all the guides out there to understand how to operate the platform that is on. We're here also to provide support, and the advantage of an introducing broker over an FCM is the main one, in just my opinion, is that we have multiple FCMs. So I'm legally am an independent introducing broker. I have the ability to choose from multiple FCMs and put customers where there's a best match for them. And I can tell you, and I cannot emphasize this enough, every single customer needs, for the most part, a different FCMs. There are people who require a certain level of margin. There's a certain level of reporting that they may need, certain expertise, direct APIs. For example, if you write your own codes. So those kind of things, this is where I've also learned, where I work with different FCMs, the expertise that they have in setting it up. So when a customer talks to us, yes, we might give him a few options, but we also give him objective options, right? When you call an FCM, obviously they're going to say they're the best. We try to give you a number of options, and you choose what's right for you. Above all, we're here to support you. We're here to also grow with you as traders. We don't take your business for granted. Not that I'm saying FCMs do. I'm just speaking purely for Optimus Futures. So basically, I hope that gave you a little bit of an understanding of where things stand. The one thing I want to make sure that you guys understand, which is really, really important, all your funds are never sitting with Optimus Futures. We are an introducing broker. We provide all the support, all the service, and we communicate directly to the FCMs on your behalf. But we do not hold funds. So again, your funds are being segregated with the FCMs in the United States that you're with, and your customers, and you are customers of the FCMs as well. You get reporting from them, you get paperwork from them. So you truly get the best of both worlds. But that is the last thing that I wanted to at least emphasize, because this is one question that keeps on repeating itself: who holds the fund? So regardless, of who we choose as your clearer, the funds are with them. That's it for now. I hope that you like this video. Click the like button, and also if you have questions, I'd love to answer them underneath. You can also go to community.optimusfutures.com. That's our support board. Again, community.optimusfutures.com, and we'd love to earn your business. You can go to optimusfutures.com. All the clearing companies are there. You can always get in touch with us via email, support@optimusfutures.com, and we try to get to all emails momentarily in an immediate fashion. That's it for now. If you have any questions, get back to us. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Until next time. Thanks.
Please remember that this matter should be viewed as a solicitation to trade. Trading futures and options involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. You should therefore carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your financial condition. Optimus Futures LLC is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, methodologies, newsletter, or similar service. We urge you to conduct your own due diligence.